Once they're done discussing whatever they had to discuss, they give one another a serious look. I feel something that goes beyond mere words transpiring there. They walk back to us. Sai looks serious at Rin, her left hand reaching as if instinctively towards a pack of cigarettes that's lying on the table. She picks the pack up and extracts one, looking at it absentmindedly as if only now realizing she did so, and puts it back. Finally, she locks eyes with Rin, evaluating her once more. All right, little kitten, I'm going to believe in you. I will display your paintings in here, but from what I can see, this is not enough. You don't really have a cohesive theme, and you don't have enough of the good stuff. Oh, you're gonna have to work hard to actually get something that we can put on the exhibit here. I know. It's a good thing my gallery is so small now. Rin already spends pretty much every free waking moment she has painting. How is it possible to work any harder? She'd have to skip classes to do more than she already does. And how can anyone work that much? Silence falls in the gallery after my words. Sai looks at the art teacher, who is looking contemplatively at the star student. I look at all three of them confused. It's doable. I don't... What do you mean? I mean, the school is special. The board puts great value on things such as this. I'm sure I could arrange some leave for her. It's unprecedented by any means. It's not unprecedented by any means. I'll discuss it with their parents too, but they've been quite supportive. However, it might be a bit of a stretch to get working space for her at school, if she's not actually going to attend classes. Actually, I was thinking about this before. Do you use this place upstairs for anything? No, I don't. I haven't since back then. It's more like a landfill than an atelier now. Upstairs, I own a small atelier apartment on the top floor of the building, but it hasn't been in use for goodness. It's been so long, hasn't it? Her eyes leap to Maya, who has a strange, muted expression on his face. Indeed, do you think? Even Maya, in all his brashness, has trouble coming straight out with the question. Sai, of course, sees through him and throws up her hands, sighing deeply. I guess I can't say no, can I? Very well, I'll lend you the one used to the place as well. If needed, it's not like I really use it. Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Don't celebrate yet. It really is a mess, so don't be shocked when you first see it. However, you can use it as you see it, since it's an atelier. It already has easels and things like that. You only need your own tools and materials, and to somehow clean it up a bit. It's not habitable though, so I can't let you live there. I doubt your school or parents would allow that in any case. Okay. However, it's convenient to crash there overnight if necessary. I won't mind. Most excellent, isn't it, Tezuka? The enthusiastic hands written on the shoulder, laughing in relief and happiness as if all this good fortune landed on him personally. Sai smiles as well, perhaps more amused by the old teacher's glee than anything else. Or, oh dear, Shinji, this really is like back then. Are you sure we all haven't bitten off more than we can chew? She looks at Rin, who seems to be oddly subdued despite all this. I hope it will be worth it, kitten. She holds out her hand as if to shake Rin's, but realizes the impossibility and quickly moves to pat her on the shoulder. Nice save. Rin looks back at her silently, her eyes seriously impenetrable like the dark of the night. Oh, oh. Do 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 do. Rin applies for, and thanks to Namaya pressuring the principal, I'm sure is granted for the rest of the term for exceptional extracurricular activities. She has to make up for it during summer vacation, but it seems she doesn't mind. Rin will still be able to eat and sleep at school, of course. She doesn't have to go to classes. She just doesn't have to go to class. I'm not entirely sure if I am there or not. And all it makes me feel anxious somehow. It's the last day of school for Rin. I feel like I should send her off with a word of encouragement or at least say something. It was sort of due to my influence that she decided to dive headfirst into this after all. My class ends a good 20 minutes early, so I'll walk down to the lobby and buy a can of juice, and just sit down on a bench and wait for Rin. I pull out a novel from my bag and search for a place I was at. Time stretches comfortably over the warm afternoon while I idly sip my orange juice and read a few chapters of the book. The plot doesn't seem to advance at all, but it's all the same for me. The bell rings to end the school day, and students shuffle to club meetings or outside. Nobody notices me sitting on the bench with my nose in the novel. I keep watch for Rin, but I don't see her familiar face or red tinted hair passing by. I check my watch 20 minutes my watch 20 minutes past the end of the class when the lobby has all but emptied of people again. Even Rin should have already managed to get out of class, but either I missed her walking by or she never came downstairs. Perhaps she went to the art club room for some last minute thing instead or got held back by her strict homeroom teacher. I haven't really waited that long, but having grown tired of it already, I decided to go find her myself. I stuck my book back in the bag and threw the now empty juice can in the trash bin, then climb upstairs. The hallway is eerily quiet as there are no club rooms apart from the art room nearby. I checked there first, but not even the teacher's in. Coming back towards the stairwell, I quietly knock on the door of 3-4 and push the door open to peek in. Yellow sunbeams cross the classroom, falling across the floor. The dust and chalk floating slowly in the air make the light almost palpable. The entire room bathes in the gentle light shining through the windows, washing the shadows away. Only one person is inside the classroom. Rin sits in what I assume is her seat, next to the window in the row. Her head rests against the desk. I wonder if she slept through it all. Apparently not even Emmy had the heart, or maybe the capability to wake her up. I close the door quietly, walking past the neat, even rows of desks. I go over to where she sits. Rin? My mouth is suddenly so dry that the word comes out as a tiny whisper. She doesn't answer, so I set my bag down on the floor next to hers and lean over her to look at her face. Rin's eyes are peacefully closed, and the long eyelashes projecting the thin shadows onto her cheeks. Her mouth is slightly open, letting me hear the quiet sound of her breathing. Her usual messy hair is even more so today, lying in complete disarray over half of her face and forehead. Her bag is lying at her feet like a forgotten rag doll. A few books and pens have fallen of it near her seat. The scene makes me smile a little. I touch Rin's head lightly, sweeping a few stray hairs off her ear. Her hair feels warm against my palm. Rin stirs and I retract my hand on reflex, feeling embarrassed for touching her so casually. She looks so vulnerable, like any sleeping person. It's impossible not to feel fondness towards her. I sit on my desktop of whoever is in front of Rin. I sit on the desktop of whoever is in front of Rin, then draw the window slightly open to get some fresh air in. Hopefully it'll wake her up, and I won't have to resort to cruder methods. She doesn't wake up, but I didn't really expect her to. Looking at her makes me feel tired as well. To be honest, I wouldn't mind a quick nap either, but I content myself with leaning against the large window. The glass is warm against my ear and cheek, as these windows face west towards the setting afternoon sun. The afternoon light is slowly melting into Rin's auburn hair, softening her outline that she seemed to be fading into her surroundings. The minute twitches of her muscles, her hair swaying in the air current, the even rhythm of her breathing, it all gives a strong impression of a dreaming girl. Like all sleeping people, Rin looks like she's away from this world, in some distant dream country. With her, it doesn't feel so obvious that she would ever come back. She seems so detached from her surroundings, even when she was awake. In fact, she has the same kind of air around her when the realization hits my conscience without warning. Rin sometimes looks like that when she's painting. Her focused expression gives the same feeling of being on the other side of some imaginary gap as looking at her sleeping face does. I feel pain in my chest. There's no way I can close the gap to be on the same level with her. It hurts even though I know that it's impossible for any two people to truly understand each other. But Rin, she's almost literally in another world when she's talking about art, thinking about art, or making art. It's a world that I, or anyone else really, can't share with her, just like the world of dreams. Rin still doesn't show any sign of waking up, so I'm faced with the decision to either rouse her myself, or wait for her to awaken on her own. I chose the latter. Waiting is something I'm good at. I found that out during my hospitalization, but even the hospital ward was more lively than the school after classes are over. The only sounds in this place are the loud ticking of the clock above the door and the distant voices of students down on the grounds. A genuine summer breeze blows from the window I cracked open, full of warmth and carrying the scent of light. I look outside to see where it came from, but I'm dazzled almost instantly. The window glass seems to trap all the sunlight within, making it painful to look that way. All I can glimpse, though, through the window are the dark silhouettes of trees in the wall around the campus against the setting sun's radiance. As I turn back to watch Rin, she stirs again. A single tear worms down from the corner of her eye, slowly making its way across her face before it falls onto the desk. It's tiny, it's tiny, barely a droplet, but it captivates me. Another tear follows the first, and the third. A feeling of anxiety overcomes me, petrifying me on the spot. It's still strange seeing Rin's face peacefully as she sleeps, at the same time as tears stream down her cheeks, wetting the wooden desktop she rests her head on. I don't know what to do, so I do nothing, and just watch the tears roll one by one down her face. I wonder what she's dreaming about. Rin wakes up after one final flinch, perhaps because of the tears. She sits upright and yawns so excessively it looks like her jaws might dislocate. Ah, she notices my presence, but her reaction is more like a lack of any reaction at all, of any reacting at all. It's just an acknowledgement, no startled gasp or anything. Hello, good morning. She's so groggy that she can't even return my smile, that I somehow can't stretch to be entirely honest. Ah, Erin notices her wet cheeks and quickly wipes them on the shoulder of her shirt. It seems she isn't at all surprised or flustered by them. You cried in your sleep. A bad dream? No, it's nothing. It's nothing like that. It's something I've learned to do from other people. It's a funny story I'll tell you later. On second thought, not really that funny at all, I guess. I won't tell you. Did you want something, or did you just come watch me sleep? I wanted to see you after classes. Oh, well, it's after classes now, so I'm seeing you right here. Yeah, I just wanted to say good luck or something. I figured the upcoming weeks are gonna be a lot of work for you. Thanks. Rin yawns again and blinks a few times. I feel weird. Didn't really sleep much last night at all. Butterflies in your stomach? What? No, I mean, yes. I know what that means, butterflies. Don't really feel so good now. You'll be fine. You're so confident. Someday, it'll bite you in the ear. I look forward to it. I think I have to go. I promised Miss Shalenji that I'd go straight there after school, and now it's after school. Is it okay if I come by sometime? I'm guessing you're planning to work long hours, so if you prefer to avoid distractions. It's okay. It's not a distraction, not like Emmy. Don't bring her with you, though. I wouldn't like that this time. I told her to stay away. I see. Alright then. Then stands up and silently walks to the door with me following behind. The school's empty hallways devoid of the usual crowd of students feel very lonely. It's only a few hours since school ended, but the building seems to be all but deserted. Our footsteps are all that intrudes upon the stillness of the hallways. The change is sudden, but it shows how the building is just an empty shell, dead without its students and the teachers to liven it up. It's like the school has become a private world for just the two of us, a desolate place filled with silence and shocked us. I am gonna change. She says this out of the blue while we walk down the stairs from the third floor, and it makes me wonder how she views the challenge that lies ahead of her. That's what people must do sometimes. It's the last thing we say to each other that day, even though there's so much that we could talk about. And even those words drown in all the encompassing silence, disappearing into the stagnant air as if they were never said. The next Monday is marked by a strange emptiness that grips me, caused by the knowledge that I won't be able to see Rin whenever I want to say want anymore. This hollow feeling is a little bit disconcerting, but I make it to the afternoon all the same. My last class were terrible. It's not that the lesson is that bad. It is, however, boring that it's not hot in the classroom that I feel like I'm melting. The air conditioning is either broken or turned off, so the windows are open. It makes no difference since the air outside is completely still. Only the chirping of cicadas carries inside. The sweltering heat permeates the room. Students and teachers alike are in an almost delirious state. I just wanted to stand up and walk out of here without caring what the teacher or anyone else says. You can see I'm not the only one with the thoughts, though. Next to me, Misha, shamelessly holding her skirt up a bit and fanning air in with her notebook. Only Shizune seems to be as cool as always, sitting with her back perfectly straight, arms folded on her chest, her eyes fixated on equations scrawled on the blackboard. I keep shooting yearning glances at my watch, but it doesn't help the time go by any faster. It's funny, I remember how badly I wanted to get out of the hospital to go back to school. Now all I can think about is the upcoming summer vacation and freedom from classes and homework. Perhaps it's human nature to think only of the situation at hand. Finally, the bell rings. I leave my classes and I burst in the hallway already crowded by students from our neighboring classes. I spot Emmy, diminutive figure, nearby and walk up to her. Hey there. She smiles sweetly, clearly happy to see me. Sal, what's up? Is your classroom super hot too? Yes, it is. I thought it was gonna melt in there. I thought I was gonna melt in there. Nothing else is really happening, though. Feeling a bit weird now that Rin's on in her great adventure or whatever you want to call it. Emmy's face cracks into a wider smile and she jumps up and down enthusiastically. Isn't it great? I'm so happy for her. I bet everyone will like her paintings and she'll sell a lot of them and make piles of money. Yeah, I'm sure. It'll work out great. I'm totally sulking at her, though. She huffs angrily and places her hands firmly on her hips, even letting a little anger seep into her voice. That doesn't quite have the impact she probably was hoping for, but I say nothing. Why is that? She said that she doesn't want me to go see her. Oh yeah, she mentioned that. I guess she prefers not to be distracted. I can understand that. I don't think I'm that much of a distraction. Besides, I'm sure she'll forget about sleeping and eating properly if someone's not there telling her to do it. Sometimes she's like that. gets completely fixated on whatever and drops everything else. It really makes me worried, you know? Is she gonna be alright? Such friendship. I wonder. I wonder if she thinks I'm annoying. I'm pretty sure that's not the case at all. Amy shakes her head, looking amused. I'm not sure if she's joking or not. She has this weird idea. She has these weird ideas about a lot of stuff. Things just make sense to her in a totally different way than they do to me. I can't even remember all the weird stuff she's talked about all this time. I don't think Rin does either, really. She's the type who would forget her own head if it wasn't attached to her shoulders. That's why I can't just leave her alone. Is that weird? She leans against the wall, managing to look distraught, yet still cheerful as always. I got a strange feeling about it, as though I was talking to two people at the same time. How would I know? Everyone's weird in some way, but if that's yours, it's a very nice way. At least I can understand what you're talking about, unlike Bryn. Most of the time I had no idea about what's going on inside her head either. Emmy giggles, nodding in agreement. I think it's okay even if you don't understand her. That's how it usually is. Emmy stands up straight and brushing her hem off her skirt and straightening the waistline. She laughs awkwardly. Ha ha ha. Wow, we ended up talking pretty seriously. What's up with you, Azal? Why'd you bring this up? Oh, sorry, I didn't really mean to get into this sort of discussion either. I don't know. I've had this weird feeling lately about Rin. I don't know why. I feel a bit guilty bringing this up to something like this for no reason except my own anxiety. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Suddenly Emmy clutches my wrist and twists it so she can see what time it is from my watch. Oh damn, this late already. I should really go. There's a meeting with the rest of the track team at the field. It's not gonna be fun in this heat. We're gonna sweat like pigs, but I promise it'll be better. Bye bye. She skips downstairs, leaving me wondering if what I said, or what Rin said, rather, hurt her or not. Maybe what Emmy herself said hurt her the most, come to that. So in the end, even the person closest to Rin is just as far apart from her as everyone else. I wonder if Rin is herself even feel. I wonder if Rin herself ever feels that distant. I felt like I was drifting away from the world too during my hospitalization. I felt anxious and depressed, and even now, I sometimes still do, but I fight against it with all I've got. If Rin has been out on the side of the divide for her whole life, I can't imagine how she could not be lonely, but perhaps she's truly different. I refuse to belong. I refuse to belong to the other place, but maybe she found comfort there. Like Emmy, I have a club meeting of my own, so I head straight to the art club room at the end of the hallway. Only a few members are present today, so the mood's even more laid back than usual. Luna is working on her exhibition project, but I wonder if the rest of them are simply just playing hooky, defeated by the heat. I half-assedly sketch something with a piece of graphite, but do a poor job of it. My fingertips are turning pitch black from holding the graphite and smudging it on the paper accidentally, and not on purpose. I've improved a little, but Rin's level is still far beyond my reach. Eventually, Namaya comes in and makes his way around the room, checking on what we're doing and giving comments on the works of the project. He stops behind me and bends up closer to look at my poor sketch. Tried to take a few pointers from Tezuka, have you? Well, I've looked at how she draws, but I haven't exactly asked for advice. No. Let's see here. He casually picks up the piece of graphite from my hand and lightly draws some faint, barely visible lines over the sketch to illustrate places that need improvement. I already feel frustrated not seeing the obvious flaws before, but with a couple of careless seeming flicks of the wrist, my eyes made them plain as day. Straightening up, he throws a sideways glance at the seat where Rin usually sits. Such a nostalgic feeling, almost like a bird flying from a nest. I'll miss Tezuka when she graduates. It begins from here, you know. Nearly makes my eyes a little misty. Do you really think she has a chance to make her big break with this exhibition? Maya turns and looks up from the sketch, adjusting his glasses. He rubs his chin, looking contemplative. Why not? It's not like she's gonna be an overnight smash hit or anything, but getting the word out there is very important. Connections are gold, pure gold. Maybe the most important thing to gain is to become an artist. Word of mouth is very powerful in these circles. She has advantages like her young age and technique. You know, the feat. People will naturally be curious about extraordinary things like that. His words have an unpleasant ring to them. I'm not just exploiting her disability to make her more popular. It sounds fishy. Ah, now. It's not like that at all. Think of it from another perspective, like an artist. Would you rather have Tezuka hide herself completely from public view as if her condition were something shameful? Some people will call it exploitation if we promote the aspect, or discrimination if we hide it. I'll consider we're just being honest about it. There's nothing wrong with that, right, my boy? I guess so. Brilliant. It's true that the disability always has all sorts of implications in society, often nasty ones, but brushing things under the carpet won't help at all. I'm sure Sai will handle her side of the issue with delicacy. I've known her since art school, and she's most reliable. Why is she going so far for Rin's sake? Because if you ask. Oh, she has her own reasons too. Trust this old man. She's more kind-hearted than she looks. Oh, she has her own reasons too. What? Oh, what? Damn it. He gives a big wink and covers his mouth with his hand as if to push the remark back in. I remember the curious way Miss Naoji looked at Rin almost entire during our visit. The gallery. It was like that woman was trying to imprint everything about her into her memory. Or maybe it was that Rin reminded her of something else. Mostly, Sai simply adores young people with a passion for art. Her gallery specializes in the very thing, bringing up incoming talent to the public. It's a perfect fit for something like Tezuka. I don't even know if she really wants to become a career artist, though, but I guess that'd be a logical next step. I don't have the faintest idea. Like they say, a teacher can only show the door to its students who has to walk through it. An old tired saying, but still quite true. He leaves the chat with a pair of second-year girls working on some... Sorry about that. I dropped something. On some watercolors. Even though he said the cliche thing, it feels like to me that Namaya is trying to prod Rin through a certain door in particular, but I can't blame him for that. I literally shoved Rin towards that door with what my speeches about wasting opportunities and whatnot. Namaya feels like it's time for him to let Rin test her own wings. He has absolute confidence in this endeavor. I wonder why I can't shed the anxious feeling I have inside of Rin. Or instead of me. Oh, it's not Rin. Oh, that's a little weird. It shouldn't have anything to do with me. Yeah. I'm just bothered by exactly that. I really don't have any parts in this. I would like to be part of Rin's life, and her a part of mine. Like friends should be. That's what she called us. I wonder what she really meant. Isn't that what you called us? What you called them? I feel like I'm so far apart from her, even when I'm not. It's the same as with Rin and Emmy. I can't understand her. What am I for her? Oh, jeez, I wasn't expecting. Oh, what? Why did it stop there for a second? Say return. Oh, jeez. I want to understand her. I want to support her. I don't know, honestly. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Uh, hmm. Uh, bu- bu- hmm. I'm gonna say I want to support her. Understand? Hmm. They're both good. Uh, like I would assume that you would want to do both. You want to support and understand her. let's support her. Yeah, I want to be there for her if she needs support from a friend. It's the least I can do. How could I call someone my friend if I can't be there for her if she needs me? Maya's boisterous laugh fills the quiet afternoon just as the club meeting ends. He pats one of the girls on the back encouragingly. I think about all the things that have led me to the point, all the things I've shared with Rin during the few weeks I've been at Yamaku so far. I don't understand so very little in the end, but I'm sure of one thing. If I want to keep going what I have with Rin, I have to throw myself into whatever will come out of the exhibition project along with her. I turn my gaze back at the black mess of sketch and near invisible guiding lines the teacher drew over it. No pattern emerges, nothing could take me further than I am. I put the graphite down on the table and think hard and honestly about what I really want. Do 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 do. I'd say this is the perfect part to finish it off here. So you oh wow that's a nice picture of blurriness. I hope you guys enjoy this part. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Goodbye. I'll see you later. I like my mouse is waving. Bye. Bye to you. Bye.